So you boil it for about 12 minutes and that's your breakfast.
Oh, sweet.
So welcome to our Wardini Books book blog. I'm Wardini.
I'm Lou.
And we're from Wardini Books, your local bookshop if you're in Havelock North or Napier. Or on the interwebs at...
It's not hard. www.wardini.co.nz. Did you forget?
No, just checking. Just checking.
Yeah, right.
We're going to talk about some books today from our Lair Under the Sea again. And the first book we're talking about is...
The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. And this is one it's doing really well at the moment. She's a New Zealand author. I think she's living in Australia at the moment. And she's just written this really unsentimental version of the 3 years that she spent interviewing a Holocaust survivor. So I think his name is pronounced Lale, it's L-A-L-E. Solokov was a tattooist in Auschwitz for 3 years. And it is just the most incredible story of survival. She spent all this time interviewing him to get his real story, and she's novelised it because he meets his wife in Auschwitz, and I think that she's novelised it, she's fictionalised it so that she can play with dialogue and really just make their story come to life. And it is the most stunning piece of work. It's an amazing story. She's done it really well. It's not too romanticised because it's in Auschwitz. It's not that romantic. It's just an incredible story that they managed to make their love work, and they've not gone the other way and made it so awful that you actually can't stomach the details of what's going on. So I just think she's done an absolute cracker of a job with that one.
Yeah. And anyone could read that, because that sort of subject always puts me off a little bit, just 'cause I think it will be really, really hard.
Yeah, like I said, I just think she's made it really accessible for people.
Yeah.
When you do know what's going on, and there's this whole thing with Lale thinking, am I now a collaborator? He is a Jewish victim of the Holocaust, but because he's doing this job and he's inflicting this damage on his own people, is he then a collaborator with the Nazis? But it's really a tale of survival, because if he said, no, I'm not doing it, they would have shot him in the head. So you would be able to stomach it, and I know that you're not always great with that kind of thing.
No, I'm not. A bit of a wuss, really.
It's called empathy.
Excellent.
It's called empathy.
Oh, it's called empathy.
It's a good thing.
Okay, not called being a wuss.
Yeah.
No.
Not in this particular instance.
Not in this instance, but I'm a wuss in other instances.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any tattoos yet. I'm going to get one at some point. Anyway, moving on. So I'm going to talk about Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. And it's not a book that I would naturally gravitate to, I have to be honest, but we run a number of book clubs at Wardini Books, and in our book clubs we all read the same book, so it does the great thing of pushing you outside your comfort zone, and I absolutely adored this book. It was fantastic. So Eleanor Oliphant is a very unusual lady. She works in an office, and at the start of the book, when you sort of read her observations and read about her life, you think, oh, she's not quite right, is she? But she's very amusing in the way that she does it. And as the book progresses, you learn more about why Eleanor is how she is. But also she starts to change because she meets someone, and someone she doesn't really like, but they're forced to sort of almost be friends. And their sort of friendship progresses, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful story. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thought it was fantastic, and everyone in our book club universally enjoyed it as well, which is quite unusual because we have quite a good mix, and some people like some books, some people don't. But I absolutely loved it. She was a wonderful, wonderful character, and as I was reading it, I was laughing out loud most of the way through. And Louise had read it before me, and she kept saying, "What bit are you up to now? What bit are you in now?"
What she just said, because she's just so odd, and she just makes you laugh in that kind of like kind of way. Where I can't believe she's just said what she said,
or thought what she just thought. But a lot of it is just observations, and they're very true observations. But she takes
no filter.
Yeah, no filter. She takes life quite literally. So Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. Fantastic read. Really enjoyed it. And last of all, today you're going to be talking about
just a book that's really actually affected me. It's a book for children, so about 8 or 9 plus, and it works on a couple of levels. It's called The Care and Feeding of a Black Hole. It's by Michelle Cuevas, and it follows the exploits of a little girl called Stella, who is 11 years old, and she's lost her father. She's bereaved, and she is really sad. But that doesn't stop humour coming through in this novel. She's got a really weird brother called Cosmo. You may already be picking up Stella, Cosmo, black holes, something very spacey is going on here. But it's set in the 70s, and she keeps going to the gates of NASA and saying, I've got an appointment with Carl Sagan. And they go, you haven't, have you? And she goes, No. But she's got a recording of her father's laughter, and she wants this to be sent up with Carl Sagan's golden, that golden plant thing that he did, to tell aliens that this is what humanity is like and this is all the good that we have, and it's really gorgeous. But one day she's pottering off home, and then later on she finds out that this little baby black hole has followed her home from NASA. And of course, when she adopts it, and she calls it Larry, which is short for singularity, the dark infinite gravity in the middle of a black hole, which I thought was quite clever, it starts to eat everything. So it eats the school pet hamster, Stinky Stew, and it eats all her left shoes. And
why just the left shoes?
I don't know, it's never explained. It's just one of those quite funny things where I don't know why it's the left shoe, it's just got a bit of a penchant for them. So then she figures that all this pain that she's holding inside, she can actually feed that to Larry as well. And so she starts to give him her memories in the form of things that she's made with her father and stuff, photos, things that remind her of her dad. And then she comes to realise what a terrible mistake she's made. But at some point, I won't tell you all the story because that's rubbish, she and her brother end up in...
The story's not rubbish, just telling
you everything is rubbish. So she and her brother end up inside the black hole, and it's just really, really well done. So on one level it's a spacey, nerdy adventure, and on another level it's this real musing about grief and the stages of grief, actually. I think it's really, really clever.
Excellent. Cool. Just remind me what that was again. That was...
The Care and Feeding of a Pet Black Hole.
Cool. Fantastic. So we hope you've enjoyed week 2 of our book blog, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, no, I was going to do my gang sign. I got it wrong. Hang on.
I can't actually do it. It's the Wardini one, isn't it?
The Wardini gang sign. There we go.
Okay.
Get it right. Get it right.
Don't try this at home.
You can't do it either. And we're better than other gangs because we don't just sell P, we sell all the letters. So it's fantastic.
Right.
See you next time.
Stop there.